Parents in New York City are divided after Democratic Socialist mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani is proposing axing a gifted and talented program for kindergarteners in America's largest school district. Joining me now with reaction is America First Policy Institute Chair of Education Opportunity, Erika. So great to have you with us, and I can just say this at the outset, as a former gifted and talented student way back, I am shocked. I can tell you my parents were absolutely devoted to this idea of giving students like me an opportunity. The idea of killing it just seems like it doesn't make sense. Can you explain what they could possibly be thinking?
Well, I share your experience. I entered a gifted program in 3rd grade and struggled so much in those early years, kindergarten to 2nd grade, until I found that right fit in a gifted opportunity. Mamdani claims to be for the little guy, the disadvantaged ones, but they're the ones who are hurt the most by taking away these gifted programs, because wealthier families can go to private school. They can go somewhere else to get the support that their gifted children need. But the ones who are disadvantaged or stuck in public schools are the ones who are going to miss out. Their kids are going to get disengaged. They often have behavioral problems and they can't get out of that. So taking this away is going in the wrong direction. We've seen it not work elsewhere. You're
so right. And I think you really nailed it. The truth is, more affluent families, they can have internet access at home. They can have tutors. They can hire people to really help their students. But when you come from a disadvantaged background, sometimes these programs really are a lifeline. Let me share this from the Wall Street Journal. Zohran Mamdani pushes to defund the gifted. It says this in part: defund the police, put the burden on reform on communities that simply wanted to feel safe. Team sports, debates, I mean, this whole thing is just crazy. Trans sports, that is, debates, left parents and daughters feeling like their years of hard work could be erased. It goes on to say this: Mr. Mamdani's proposal tells bright children that their futures must be capped in pursuit of racial parity. These policies may invoke fairness, but in practice, they undermine it. I couldn't have said it better myself, and sometimes I feel like I just want to, shake the tree and say, don't you understand what you're doing here?
Unfortunately, he doesn't. He doesn't have any children, of course, hasn't had any experience in education, and is simply doing this because it's an effort of the radical left to continue to pull people down, whether they're successful in business or successful academically. This is their mantra, to hold them back in the name of equity. That's not what's best for those children. It's not what's best for America.
Absolutely not best for America. Let me ask you about the New York Post talking about, sometimes you take the phones out of the classroom and, well, it can make a difference, and it certainly seems to be doing that in the Sunshine State. Displeased Gen Zers keeping the lines of communication open amid new cell phone bans in schools, chatting with one another via Google Docs on their laptops as a substitute for text messaging. Look, they say sometimes science will find a way, but I must say, when you don't have the cell phones in the class, it really seems to make a difference for some students.
Well, necessity is the mother of invention, and with teenagers, they will find a way. But we have seen now in these districts that are trying a cell phone ban, in many states that have now enacted this, district test scores are going up by 2 to 3 percentage points after a spike in suspensions because of the enforcement that these districts are having on the cell phone ban. I think it's great. The 5 schools that I started were all technology free. That doesn't mean the school can't provide technology to be used in the classroom for educational purposes, but personal devices where students are very distracted by them and they become a safety risk and definitely a hindrance and a distraction in the classroom, those are really, taking those away is contributing to better academic performance, and that's a great thing to see.
Well, I'm really proud of you for doing that, because I'm guilty. I've got my phone constantly with me, so I would be defenseless in a classroom setting if I had that device. So I'm glad that it's making a difference where you are. Mrs. Donalds, great to see you as always, and continued success to you and your family.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.